YouTubers are a different breed. We spend hundreds of hours of our lives creating content that we hope in some way the world will enjoy, some with success, many with none. But we still grab our cameras and get to work, never really knowing if our content's really gonna genuinely stick with anyone. And creators don't usually have, well, just a shout out to give them credit for how inspirational they can be. So in this video, I am going to do just that. I'm going to shout out my favorite content creators because without them, I would not be sitting here making videos today. So, let's talk about my favorite YouTubers. I'm going to begin with the YouTuber that inspired me to start everything, and that is Simo. Simo is a YouTuber who has multiple series on his channel, basically going over the history and the progression of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. He has series such as the Progression series that he hosts with Nim Nim that gives us the progression and the history of the physical side of the game. Giving us peeks into each set while they duel it out back and forth every week, one set at a time. But then he also has shows like the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, the history of Jank, and the history of the OCG, all done with his co-host MBT, which goes over the history of the competitive side of the game and history of the non-competitive competitive decks throughout the years, and then how the game originally progressed in the OCG, because Yu-Gi or America and Japan have different games, I guess. Simo does tend to get a lot of hate, and I don't understand why. He seems to be one of the most copied Yu-Gi-Tubers on the format, but I have no hatred for him. I have no negativity towards him whatsoever, because again, he was the one who got me started on my channel in the first place. I was just hanging out at home one day off of work, scrolling through my YouTube, and all of a sudden my YouTube suggested Simo. I tapped, and I don't remember what my first video of his was, but it was enough to get me hooked. And then soon later on, they started the progression series, and I was hooked. And I eventually thought to myself, hey, if Simo can do this, he can do this. Don't ever think that, please. For your own good. This is a very difficult and demanding hobby, and it is not something that just anyone can jump into and just blow up. But Simo does it, and I respect that. My second YouTuber is going to be MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, the one I was just talking about having co-hosting things with Simo. His content is mostly similar to Simo's. It's Yu-Gi-Oh content. He goes over the metagame of Yu-Gi-Oh itself, and then has his own like 10-minute testing, 1-minute overview, and things like that on his YouTube that just explain the metagame tactics and what is good, what has been good, what's going to be bad, things of the sort. He's very informative, and he's just an overall good YouTuber. So, thank you, YouTube, or thank you, MT. My third YouTuber is a YouTuber that completely changed the trajectory of my channel and my interests in gaming. And that's going to be Carl Jobst. Carl is an Australian YouTuber who covers things like gaming controversies, speedrunning events, speedrunning in general, and, well, biggest cheaters in gaming history have their problems with him. For good reason. Well, they don't have a good reason. He's got the good reason. He exposes uh, people in the gaming industry, such as scammers, fakers, and, well, just all in all crooks, especially recently. But I'm not going to mention anything specific because I know he's having troubles with them, and I'm not about to add to that trouble to him or for myself and my family. So we're just going to keep it ambiguous. What he inspired me to do was to branch off of basic gameplay on my channel and got me into speedrunning. And shortly after I started watching his content, I attempted to do my own speedruns, and I hold most of the speedruns in My Hero One's Justice 2 on the Switch, and I think some on the PlayStation. So, thank you, Carl, for inspiring me to to land myself some speedrun records and have some fun doing it. My fourth YouTuber is Shady Durags. Shady Durags is a YouTuber who makes commentary videos on many shows that people love, such as BoJack Horseman, Teen Titans, and my personal content of his, King of the Hill. He does a deep dive into the episodes that he watches, does a really in-depth overview, and he's so interesting to me, and I enjoy his voice so much that whenever I am listening to my YouTube and I see that there is a brand new Shady Durags video, I immediately stop what I'm watching and I immediately go to Shady Durags because I enjoy his videos and I enjoy listening to his voice. I would love to collaborate with him so he can to do some voice acting, but I don't have money to pay other YouTubers, and I'm pretty sure when I emailed him I was a little insulting, which I apologize for. I didn't mean to. The point is that he's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he's actually the only one of the only two YouTubers that I will stop what I'm doing just to go watch a new video when it's posted. The only other one is Carl Jobst. So thank you, Shady Durags. I enjoy your voice, and I listen to your stuff a lot, and it helps soothe me when I'm having a bad day. Let's put it that way. So thank you, Shady Durags. Thank you very much. And my final YouTuber that I'm going to be listing on this video is Penguin Zero, also known as Moist Critical, and also known as Charlie. He makes quite a bit of content. Some covering Reddit drama, some covering text drama, some covering gaming drama, and some he's just chilling on stream, shooting the shit, and kicking the breeze. Either way, his deep monotone voice at first, I'll admit, was not very drawing in for me. But after about a year or so listening to and watching Carl Jobst and he referencing Charlie so much, I kind of decided I gave him an unfair brush off just because of the voice. So I decided to go ahead and give him a shot by listening to a few of his videos, and he's actually very interesting. And I apologize to Charlie for not giving him a chance at first. Not like he needs my apology. He's a very popular YouTuber, and it's neither here nor there, but he does deserve an apology for just being blown off, even by someone as unknown as myself. Point is that he's very good at what he does. He's a very generous YouTuber. He is very sweet, nice, genuine. He is everything above the blocks. And I wish I'd been listening to him or watching him longer than just the year that I've been watching him. But the point is I'm doing it now. He's inspired me to try and, well, he, along with the other essay YouTubers that I've listed in this video, are the reasons why I'm trying to make this video today. Because most of my content is just gaming content or skit contents that have to do with gaming. And I wanted to branch out so I can build my audience better. And these guys are helping me without directly helping me. And I thank them for it. I thank all of them for it. So, thank you, Charlie. In this specific section, thank you, Charlie, for inspiring me more to sit down and try to work on video essays. Thank you very much for joining me and allowing me to rant about my favorite YouTubers. I want to thank you for joining me as I got to rant about my YouTube inspirations. And if you made it this far, please, if you wouldn't mind, giving us a little thumbs up and maybe a subscribe to help this channel grow. But for now, thank you for joining us, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bad News Harris, out.